Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, big welcome. If this is your second time here, medium welcome. You know how it goes. Um, so in this video, I'm going to be going over Pytest fixtures. And so I find fixtures really interesting because I only started using them recently, and honestly, they are game changer. So fixtures, what are they? Fixtures are functions that execute before test functions. Um, they're commonly used for things like connecting to databases, erasing hard disk memory, some cleaning, or creating mock inputs and handling mock inputs. And so in this example, I'm going to be going over the preparation of inputs scenario. And so I have my little data set here that has name, age, and heights. And I have a function that modifies dictionaries. And I want to make sure that this function's operating properly. Let's see what it's doing. So I got to remove this for relative imports. But let's see what this is doing. Okay, so I have my function that takes the age and adds 3 and takes the height and adds 10. And then it sleeps for 2 seconds. Let's make this 1 second. Let's make it 2 seconds. Right, so let's execute this. We're going to say Python 3. We're going to call main.py because when this file is called, the main function is going to be executed. Right? Yeah. Cool. So we're going to execute that. And oh wait, it sleeps for 2 seconds, right? Boom, we have our results. So we have our name, we have our age that 3 was added to, 6. We have our height that 10 was added to. Boom. It's right where we wanted it. But let's say we wanted to test this. So if we wanted to create test objects, I'm just gonna actually comment this stuff out for now. I'll just copy and comment. And let's run some tests. So up here, I'm going to import the data that's in the data file. And I want to make sure that for every response, age is greater than 0. So I'm going to say for each item in the data, I want to check to see that the item at age, actually, we have to run the, so we're going to do updated underscore data, right? Yeah, we're going to do updated data is equal to main. Am I importing main? Yeah, item. And then we want to make sure that updated data at age is greater than 0. And if not, we're going to throw an assertion error. Age is wrong. Of course, age isn't, this isn't a good test, but this is just an example. Did I misspell this? Yes, I did. Okay, so we're going to comment this out, and we're going to do the same thing for the height test. So we're going to say for dt.data. This is just the other file. We're going to say updated data. Updated data is equal to main at dt.data. Right, and then we're going to check this C, that updated data at height is greater than 0. And if not, we're going to throw out the assertion error. Height. Oh, we have the assertion error right here. Okay, we're just going to copy that and paste that and get rid of this. We can get rid of this too. Get rid of this too. And we're going to comment out the good stuff. Yeah. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So now we're gonna run Pytest, Pytest, and see how this works. So yeah, this should work fine. One thing to note here, oops, supposed to pass an item here, my bad. Okay. Yeah, one thing to note here is I like breaking up tests like this because if something doesn't work, you can see exactly where it's not working. For instance, if we were to test both of these in one function, something could not work with one of them, and then we'd have to dissect where it went wrong. But this helps us isolate what worked, what didn't. But yeah, okay, so this took a total of 12 seconds. If we had something like 5 tests that required this main function to run, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time that it would take. Because if it's 6 seconds per cluster in this case, right, that's 30 seconds we're looking at. And that's not fun for testing. So something that we can do to make our lives a little easier is run this Pytest fixture. We know that both this age test and the height test are going to require the same input data, right? And so what we can do is create the input data object inside this fixture, yield it, and then execute our finalizer function. And our finalizer function is just for cleanup, right? Fixtures are commonly used for connections to database, and so at the end of running all your Pytests, you want to disconnect or you want to close the file. But I'll just leave this here as a print statement. And yeah, so let's get rid of this junk, and then we are going to call these new fixtures. So I'm going to uncomment them, and the way that you call them is you define your Pytest fixture up top. I define my scope as session, so that means that this fixture is going to apply for the entire session of Pytest being called. You can change it to module as well, and a module is just a folder, you could say, like a package. And then the name of this function doesn't really matter. I can call this fixture. The only thing I'd have to do is change the name that's called in here. I can't spell that twice, so I'm going to stick to resource. Save it. And we are going to run with that. So we have the data that's loaded up in here. And then the test is run, and it's using this object that was already created, this data object. And so we're saying for each item in resource, check this, boom. For each item in height, check this, boom. And yeah, I'll just go to the side here so you can quickly see the folder structure. But yeah, I hope this video is helpful to you. All this information will be available on GitHub, and I'll add links down below that further explain how fixtures work, how Pytests work, and some helpful Stack Overflow links. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't leave a like, or leave a dislike actually, let me know. And if there are any other topics you want me to go over, throw it in the comments. I'll try to get to them. Alright, we'll get to them. You guys are my people if you're commenting, jeez. Have a great day.